It's week 12 of the 2025 season, and this one features the Saints' leader at quarterback. He comes in fifth in passing touchdowns so far. It's the Saints and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And this defense, they have come to play. Second straight loss to start the game.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He's got his man. That's Neighbors. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Motion man is Hyatt. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. You have a tight end motioning left here. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. And if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
They'll look to throw. Open receiver is Bo Melton. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. He'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down. Now, faking the give. This one complete to Melton.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now he'll run. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Touchdown, New Orleans.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and that point, we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Here comes the screen to Jones. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd and a yard. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Giants sending out their punter. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground now with Jones. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Still 2nd down.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and long. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Giants will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Tyler Newman is there for the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Let's go.
They'll try it now with Miller.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Open man is Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Come on, set. Get up.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll throw out of the gun. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The outside caught by Neighbors. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He'll throw it left and has his running back
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll look to throw yet again. Throw left side, that's Johnson.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Again, it'll be Jones. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is third and goal. They'll try and run. It's Jones. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up fourth and goal. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side by Pitts. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Chuba Hubbard with a touchdown run. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Rashee Rice, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball's out. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet,
In trouble, and down he goes.
this guy's really in his zone right now, Mike. He's rushing with such confidence that it doesn't matter who they put on him. He thinks he's going to win every matchup, and with the rest of the time remaining here in the second half, the offense is going to have to change some things up. It's less about who blocks him and how we block him, because right now,
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play.
Holding.
This is going to be a huge call.
That penalty is declined.
1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Tony Adams there on the stop. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Olave coming across the field. He's got it. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Now, faking the give. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Check this down to Gainwell out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going. Back to the air one more time. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson. And we have a tie game. What a big turnaround. The defense comes up with the score to square the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
This defense took the field, Mike, saying we've got to get the ball back to our offense. Give them a chance to tie this up. Well, they didn't even need their offense to take the field. They did it all themselves. And as you said, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He's got it. And the Saints move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They send the tight end in motion. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He gets that complete to Cedric Wilson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Gainwell. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And that is
being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll look to throw. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Saints. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. That catch number 40 on the season for him. From the 50, he'll set up to... the ball comes out. The Saints have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll drop to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. It is 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Giants first down.
That's good for a New York Giants.
Here comes the screen to Jones. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Here we go. 1st and goal. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll check this down to the running back. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And this long winning